Hey, what's up everybody? This is C.L.S. All-in-One. Today I'm going to show you how to make a concrete expansion joint using Plymouth Foam Expansion Joint material. This is made from a resilient and flexible polyethylene foam that allows the expansion and contraction of concrete, which often happens with temperature changes. And this roll measures 1/2 inch thick by 4 inches wide by 50 feet long. And it also has a 1/2 inch removable strip that comes off the top, so you can apply caulking or sealant after pouring the concrete. Without expansion joints, slabs of concrete can, but not always, heave, crack, or even cause damage to structures. For my demonstration today, I'll be using this foam expansion joint for my basement floor. First off, I'll be gluing the expansion joint directly to my block wall, using Loctite Express Power Grab with 0-second grab time. So for this scenario, my block wall acts as my concrete forms, but you could also use this expansion joint against a standard concrete foundation or another concrete slab. And as you can see here, I'm applying a 1/4 inch thick bead of glue to the wall in kind of a wave pattern, making sure the glue is no higher than 3.5 inches, so the expansion joint completely covers and adheres to the glue, with no glue being visible after installing the expansion joint. And the expansion joint material should press onto the wall and stick fairly easy. And to be safe, it's probably a good idea not to exceed more than 10 feet at a time, so that glue doesn't dry on you. For my wall, I'm installing the expansion joint flush with the top of my footer, which is a nice and level surface, and the top of my expansion joint will be the finish grade of my basement floor. In some situations, you may have to mark with a string line the finish grade of your basement floor on the wall to know exactly where the top of the expansion joint should be located. Okay, let's go ahead and fast forward here just a little bit. And I'm almost finished here with my basement floor. I just got a little bit of finish work left to do. And now I'm gonna go ahead and let that concrete cure overnight, then come back to it and go ahead and start removing that 1/2 inch strip on the top of the expansion joint. And as I mentioned earlier, the finish grade of my basement floor is even with the top of my expansion joint material. So to remove the foam strip, sometimes I have to score it with either a chisel or a utility blade to get that foam strip out of there a little bit easier. Now it's not required to remove this foam strip. You can just go ahead and leave it in there if you choose to. But if you're going to go that route, you might as well flip that foam expansion joint material upside down when you install it. That way there's no foam strip at the top that could come loose. But for myself, I much prefer to just rip off that top piece of foam on the expansion joint and fill it with sealant. That way I have a nice and tight seal. And to go ahead and fill that expansion joint after removing the foam strip, I do like to use an Elastomeric sealant. Here's a product that I use quite a bit. This is the 3006 Ultra, and this expands and contracts really well, and it works great for filling joints like this. And here's a look at my expansion joint on my basement floor after everything was finished. And this is a couple months later, and everything's holding up great. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is C.L.S. All-in-One. If you want to hear more from me, please like and subscribe. And to see more of my videos, just click any of these categories to see more.